I can focus as much as I want, but there comes frost armor and I'm forced to back off. It would be pretty useless to continue pushing there. I might even get my DH killed. So I'm dropping the Circle of Nobility because it saves mana from my Moonwells. I don't have to use as much as I would have to when I kept the Circle of Nobility equipped. Now I'm getting 2 Ancient Floors, and the panda is just creeping a bit. He's only level 1 still, but he will be higher after his camp. And the reason why I chose Drunken Haze is to prevent the creeps from hitting my Ancient of War too much or my units too much. And I know that Sushi with his low hero levels won't be pushing anytime soon because I got the pretty good early game, and that's why I'm able to choose Drunken Haze over Breath of Fire, because it's much more useful for creeping than Breath of Fire is. So yeah, I'm just basically trying to harass at this point in the game, going for the Goblin Laboratory and just trying to stall some time, which is always good. I am trying to get the killer of the Warlord. I do get the kill, but Sushi gets the item, and it's a really good item for him. It's the what's it called? The Wand of the Wind. Now my Demon Hunter gets surrounded, and I'm forced to Town Portal out. So that's a really good move here by Sushi, instantly using the Wand of the Wind that drop. Also killing an archer in the process, I think. No. Oh yeah, the archer died in my base. Oh, that's stupid. He teleports to safety and then he dies. That makes sense, Blizzard. Really, that makes sense. But Fiend shots do never miss. And in terms of base build, I have both my lores protected by Moonwells, which I think is pretty good, rather than having your lores protect your Moonwells, because I think production buildings overall are more useful than having Moonwells. And you can force your opponent back if he's chasing a unit special with the Death Knight. You can really trap it easily in between the Moonwells and the building, and you can even score a quick kill. Right now I'm doing some more harassment here with the Demon Hunter. There goes another Wand of the Wind, which is really sucky because I'm forced to use my Staff of Teleportation, and I think my DH barely survives. So I think that was a pretty cool move by me, even though it was the Wand of the Wind is really well used here by Sushi, and I should have known that he had that item, and it was pretty risky to be harassing at this stage of the game, especially when I knew that he had the Wand of the Wind. That was pretty sloppy play by me, I guess, but now I got my Druid of the Claw out, and he should only have 1 more charge of Wand of the Wind left. And now my Pandaren Brewmaster has leveled to level 3, and I picked up an amazing item, the Healing Wards, which is like a constant heal scroll, and it is pretty easily focusable, but it's still a great item to have nonetheless, because it will heal us as long as it's up, and it's also amazing for stalling your opponent. I mean, not for stalling your opponent, but when you place the Healing Ward, your opponent has to micro and focus that Healing Ward down, otherwise he will lose the fight if you're of about equal skill. So that takes his attention away from other micro tasks that he may be performing during that moment, and it will grant you a significant advantage over your opponent. So at this point I'm getting my Druid of the Claw, I got my level 3 Panda, and the Panda is really useful for map control fights, because rather than the Naga, who gets nuked down really fast and is more suitable for defending or for pushing, the Panda is really great for when you're playing on map control, because it does such an amazing area of effect damage, and it's though you can't focus as well with it as you can with other units, but that's what makes it great against Sushi's strategy, because you are able to basically deny the frost armor, because you have many units that are taking quite a lot of damage in one blow, and here is a pretty much fail sapper movement. But what I'm trying to say is when you do the area of effect damage, is that your opponent won't be able to figure out which units you're going to focus and then place frost armor on it. You have a lot of units that are potential targets, and that's what makes the Pandaren Brewmaster my hero choice in this game. And I think I thought this out pretty well, because I know my opponent. But I decide to take this battle here. My Demon Hunter gets Wand of the Wind once more. I place down my Healing Wards and the Rejuvenation on the Pandaren Brewmaster. So what's really bad for me in this fight is that I don't have a Scroll of Town portal. So what I have to do is that I have to be really cautious by keeping my heroes alive. There are the 2 destroyers with full mana, but those healing wards are really doing me well in this battle. I'm not really focusing the destroyers down as good as I should have. So that's pretty bad by me. But the Abomination does go down. Panorama Brewmaster is being a bit over risky here with the extra buff of fire. I should have just moved it back, but I did get some AoE damage, and now I know that I have to back the fuck off or I will lose this fight. I will just try to focus the destroyer down because the DK has no mana, and I just staff out my Demon Hunter and run for it with all my army because I don't have a town portal. And I will try to staff that bear back home. I don't know if I will make it. I think I will, yeah I will. The bear gets staffed and I just get some hits on the DK again and then move back. Get some more hits on the destroyer. Try to mana burn the Lich, and this is a bit over risky because the DK could have blocked me over here. But this is online and I'm feeling pretty confident about my DH survivability chances. So trying to get some hits on those units, get them poisoned, get them damage over time effect of the Orb of Venom. I'm also getting an Ancient of Wind right now because I feel like I need Hippogriff in order to fight off against those destroyers. And if you take a look at the food counts, I got 42 food at the moment, while Sushi only has 37, but I think I think I pretty much wasted the early advantage I had by losing the Panorama Brewmaster. Sushi's getting some healing scrolls to defend against that panda, which is always a great choice. I do have some pretty good damage output from my Demon Hunter, but if he dies, it will be all useless. So I really have to be keeping my heroes alive. That's my top priority in this game, and I do want to get my an economy advantage if possible. So I'm trying to build a Tree of Life right now, because I know that I will be able to take the coming fights by adding some Hippogriff to my army, because those destroyers won't have full mana yet. Once my Panorama Brewmaster gets back, I will be able to do significant amounts of damage. So I know that Sushi will probably be creeping because since he isn't pushing, and I know that I need a creep jack now in order to be to still have a chance in the game and have a chance of getting my expo up. And this is again sloppy play by Sushi. He's forced to use a heal scroll here. He doesn't have a Scroll of Town portal, and I basically caught him in a really bad position. And this is also sloppy micro by me. All my units are taking damage by those creeps. And there's the Panorama Brewmaster finally back. He doesn't have the items he should have, but Drunken Haze Breath of Fire going off and getting some damage on that Fiend. And I should be focusing the destroyers down a bit better. I'm passing invulnerability potion, and that's a really great combination to do invulnerability potion and then use your rejuvenation, which I didn't do in this case, but luckily my Demon Hunter survives. And since the DK doesn't have any mana, I am being a bit aggressive with my Demon Hunter. Sushi realizes that, and he's instantly moving his Lich back, because he could have perhaps even killed the Demon Hunter here. But now some Hippogriffs are coming out. My Tree of Life is nearly finished. I'm just backing off, healing back up, because I did what I came there to do. I came there to harass and to stall some time. I didn't expect to kill that many units. I basically just expected to do a bit of damage. My Ancient of War is just working on that slaughterhouse. He did quite a bit of damage actually, but he did not manage to kill it because Sushi is repairing it. But that's also a bit bad for his income. And let's take a look at the food counts again. I'm on 45, where Sushi is on 49. But Sushi has a bit of a damaged army, and he doesn't have any statues out to heal it. He is getting one though. Those burrowed fiends really heal quickly. But finally, I have my economy advantage. I have my Tree of Life build. I have plenty of wood, and what I'm doing right now is that I'm only training one wisp, and I'm moving all the other wisp from my gold mine, from my lumber to the gold mine. And I'm doing this because I want to be staying on 50 food as long as I can. I want to train one more bear to be exactly at 50 food, and eventually when I feel confident of going over 50 food, I will be training some extra wisps for harvesting lumber. but until that time I won't be needing those. But I see that Sushi is pushing, so I decide to go over 50 anyway. I'm training Lumber Wisp, and I'm taking a good look at Sushi's army, and it consists mostly of fiends, and it has the chance of getting one more destroyer. So what I'm doing right now is I'm not taking this fight head on. I'm still trying to stall some more time to get because I now have the better economy than Sushi, and I'm again going for the 2 detonates on the heroes to get rid of that frost armor and to get rid of some mana. And it's really important for me to be keeping my hero alive, as I mentioned before. That's one thing you really should be careful of when you're playing against undead. And Sushi doesn't have web here yet at this fight, so I'm pretty much able to take out those destroyers with ease. Now the web is going down, or he didn't use it before. And now you can see the strength of the Panther and Brewmaster late game. Level 4 Panther and Brewmaster is just dealing so much damage, and I'm trying to keep that DK pressured because he doesn't have a TP on it. And that's what I'm trying to do, because if you force him back here, you basically know you've won the game, because you will have even more time to let your economy work and to assure your game win. And now I know the Fiend's burrowed there. I don't know if I will go back and attack it with a dust, but I decided to be going for the Lich instead. So what you see right now is that I'm moving the Dryad, firing, moving the Dryad, firing, and when you do that, you have much more chance of actually getting the kill, because if you just right click with the Dryad, he won't move like that, and you won't be able to get the kill because he will be moving in a different manner. And Sushi calls good game as he loses the Lich. He knows he can't win the game, and that ends it. So yeah, I want to thank you all for listening. If you want to know, I lost in the finals against Grubby after this. He beat me pretty hard, but I'm still satisfied with the second place. I think I played pretty well against Sushi, and I played pretty well against Grubby as well in the group stage match, at least. So yeah, I want to thank you all for listening. Take a look at the Grubby interview, take a look at the WCG qualifier coverage, and I want to wish you all a very nice day or evening or whatever you're going to do. And I will see you all next time. Sasuke out.